welcome back to my channel. I said something earlier on Facebook, I think about 2 weeks now, that I'll be starting um, a tutorial on how I came about the Ogoniland Cranes FC. So I said we will be taking it in different batches because it is going to be an intensive class and it will be in sequence. The first sequence will be the breakdown of the brief and research phase, and the second will be mood board and mind mapping. The third will be sketching and vectorization, and the fourth sequence will be the presentation of the logo. So, and this presentation may take up to 2 or 3 videos because I won't like the video to be too lengthy and get you guys bored. So let's dive right into the first one, which is the brief breakdown and the research phase. So now the brief is what we can see on my screen here. Let me zoom in so you can see even more. Okay, this is the brief here. It says the company background. The name is Ogoni Cranes Football Club. Abbreviation Ogoniland Cranes Football Club FC or OCFC. The type of logo they need is mascots. Okay, that's the first thing to keep at the back of your mind. So I'll just go on to Google and search for mascots. Mascot logos actually. Okay. So now we have all these as mascots. This is a mascot logo. But if you're not mistaken, we are designing for a football club. So we include football club mascot logos. So we can see different mascot logos here. We can see the approach. Everything is we can see everything here. We can see different mascot logos here. And let's go back to the brief. The brief says again, mascot, the black crown crane bird. Now, in my execution or in my research phase, I totally skipped the black crowned crane. What was on my mind was crane bird. So I won't like us to do the same mistake in this logo that we're about to design. So it says Ogoniland Cranes is a newly formed professional football club based in Ogoniland, River State. The club is backed by a very wealthy individual. The expectations are high. They want to play in the CAF Champions League in about 3 years from now. This wealthy individual wants OCFC to become the face of NPFL, that's the Nigerian Professional Football League. Therefore, the brand must be world class like the big guns of Europe. Emphasis on this, the big guns of the Europe. Now, it says the objective is to create a simple, memorable, and cohesive brand that is fitting of a world-renowned football club. World-renowned football club. Let's type football club logos. So yeah, football clubs logo. They are world-renowned football club. We have Bayern Munich, we have Manchester City, we have this is Inter Milan, we have PSG, this is Chelsea, we have Barcelona, Liverpool. They are world-renowned clubs. So let's go back to the brief. Okay, so let's say I'm keeping. Okay, it's here to load. Let's go again back to the brief. The target audience are young males. Insights, as the club name suggests, the crane will play a huge role in the branding of the club. The black crown crane is the national bird of Nigeria and it symbolizes peace. So it says the crane will play. So we are going to use a crane bird. Now that was what I had in my head before, instead of me having the black crown crane. Okay, so we are not doing that same mistake again in this phase. So what we need to focus on is the black crown crane. Okay, let me copy this. Black Crown Crane, the mascots, is a football mascot logo, Black Crown Crane, yeah. Then it says create a mascot logo using Black Crown Crane bird, yeah, like I did earlier. Look at the NBA, NFL, and European football team for inspiration. Now, European football teams. So we have these are the European football teams. Yeah. These are also European football teams. Barcelona, Real Madrid. This network is a bit slow. So I just wanted to load real quick. Once it loads, I will show you guys. Okay, so these are the European football theme. So we can just keep that as a reference. What we're trying to do is to understand the the brief. So it says European football team. It also mentions something like NBA. Let me open a new tab. NBA logo. This NBA logo. This NBA logo. You can see it is enclosed. And most times when we're talking about mascots, mascots are always enclosed. Okay, they are always enclosed. Most times they are enclosed, and if they are not enclosed, it is okay. Let's take a look at these logos. We are the European football team. As you can see, this is enclosed. Chelsea logo is enclosed. Arsenal is enclosed. Liverpool, even though it's not totally enclosed, but there's one similar thing about all of them. It is the overall shape when divided into two is equal. For example, this is not loading. I don't know what's wrong with this network, but let me just pick this. Let's use Barca logo as an example. Let's say this is Barcelona logo. I'm using this as an example. Now this is Barcelona logo. Don't mind the poor quality because network is really bad. So if I divide Barcelona logo into two, see, I'm having the same shape. This shape here is the same shape here. See? No. See? It's the same shape. Okay? So that's one unique thing about mascots. You should be very particular about that. The overall shape should be the same. Same thing with days. If you cut it into two, same thing with days, same thing with days. Almost everything. Once you split the overall shape into two, it should be the same. Okay. That's one thing you should take note of when you're designing a mascot logo. Then let's go back to the brief. It says NFL. This is NFL logo. Yeah, this is NFL logo. It also said we can take a look at NBA. Okay, this is NBA now. NFL logo. Let's say NFL. You see NFL logo. You see what I'm saying? If you divide this shape into two, it will still give you the same thing on both sides. So yeah, this is NFL logo. Then also it said old Toronto Raptors. It said the old Toronto Raptor logo. Okay, let's take a look at that also. This is the old Toronto Raptor. See, still you can see the shape. If divided into two, it still works. Okay, so now we have an idea of the direction we are going, and I think a good understanding of what we want to do. Then the logo also said it must translate well in black and white. That means when you're done with your logo, it must work well in black and white. Okay. Then it also say we would like a logo that isn't a direct illustration. We want a mascot illustration that is unique to OCFC. What this means is let's look for um what's that bird name again? Black crowned crane. Okay. As you can see, this is a black crowned crane. This is a black crowned crane. Okay, in the one I did, I used the flying black crowned crane. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is a black crowned crane. Yeah. So what's what this statement, this particular statement meant is, it says we would like a logo that isn't a direct illustration. We want a mascot illustration that is unique to OCFC. What it meant is the illustration, okay, we are going to illustrate this bird, but it shouldn't be a direct illustration. It shouldn't be too detailed. That's what it meant. It shouldn't be too detailed, thereby showing all the wings, showing, everything shouldn't be too detailed. Okay, now let's search for illustration. Illustration. As you can see, all these illustrations are detailed. See, it is detailed, but they said they don't want a direct illustration. I don't know if you understand me. So that means you have to lose some of the details of the bird, which is what I did. You have to lose some of the details of the bird. So on losing some of the details of the bird, I have this. You can see it is still my bird, just that mine is not having a crown, which I will correct in this tutorial. You see, this is the wing. If you're not mistaken, let me go back to my reference. This is the wing. You can see the wing, the beak, the beak. The only thing missing here is the crown. Okay, which I will add in this tutorial. The crown. This is the leg and the tail. So this is an illustration of the bird. Once you see this, you know, okay, it's a bird. Okay. The only thing missing here that makes it different from the black crown crane is the crown that is not on top of it. So which is what I will fix in this tutorial. Okay, so we now have the idea of what they meant by this. They also said we would like it to be colorful yet matured vibe. They said it's a Nigeria brand. Bring the Nigeria spirit to it. That means it's a Nigerian brand. That means it should incorporate Nigeria environment, make it feels like it is a brand in Nigeria and not a foreign brand. Imagine when you're doing the presentation and start to use the street of London, street in United States. It doesn't work well. You start to use white people for your presentation. It doesn't work. So that doesn't make it a Nigerian brand. So you have to incorporate the Nigerian spirit into it, which is why I have this. You can see this is somewhere in Nigeria, somewhere in Lagos in particular. You can see the streets. This is Nigeria. You can also see I think I also used one other one. This is also somewhere in Nigeria, somewhere in Lagos also. So this is me introducing Nigeria into the branding. So after that, it said use Ogoniland Cranes FC or Ogoniland Cranes for the logo. So this is a particular thing we should take note of. We are to use either of this name, Ogoniland Cranes FC, or we use Ogoniland Cranes as the name. Okay, so they also give us some things to avoid, of which if you are getting a work from a client, they won't give you most of these details. But um this project is explanatory enough, and there is no reason why we should miss out in some detail. There's no reason why we should miss out in some details like I did. So it says don't use the typical black and white pentagonal ball in your logo. Okay, this is what you're talking about. This is the black and white pentagonal ball. They said we should avoid using it in the logo. Okay. Then it said, don't draw inspiration from the current NPFL clubs. That means don't draw inspiration from the current Nigerian football clubs. Most of them are quite amateurish, so we have to avoid drawing inspiration from them. So our inspiration should come from the clubs in Europe, the Chelsea, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, clubs like that. Then it also says no banners. Okay, what I understood by this is banners. These are banners. You can see these are banners. It says no banners, so we have to avoid using these in the logo, using these banners in the logo, which is why I don't have any of it. Yeah. Then it said no script fonts. We all know what script fonts are. If you don't know, you can look up Google script fonts. These are script fonts, cursive, stylish. Those are script fonts. So, having said all that, they also gave us the brand colors. They said the main colors are blue. This is the color code. Yellow, the color code for the yellow. Green, the color code for the green. And the star color should be red. This is which is why I have it here. So these are the main color: blue, yellow, green, and my star red. Then it says the deliverables are the logo design. It should include the mood board, the concept, the sketch, the final version without a markup. Then second says one single color variation for all the main colors. Now that one is talking about this particular slide of mine. Let me dig it up. Yeah, this slide says it says single color on other on the main colors. You see the blue, the yellow, the green, single color that works on it. Okay. Then it says short visual style guide that shows a consistent visual system. It is there in the project I did. You can look up my Behance. The link will be in the description. Then the fourth one says mock-ups showing some appropriate real-world application. Let's see how creative you can get with a football mock-up. Yeah, for example, this is the mock-up, on a jersey. You see how I place the logo on a jersey and it works so fine. This is also a mock-up on a bag. You can see how fine it works. This is also on a lanyard. This is also on banner, signposts. This is also in the dressing room. You see, those are the mock-ups required. This is on a button badge. So those are the type of mock-up they want to see how well the logos will work on different surfaces, be it on print media, on t-shirts, on jersey. Obviously, it has to be on jersey because it's a football club, so they need to see it on the jersey. It also said mock-up showing some appropriate real-world application. Let's see how creative you can get with a football club mock-up. Must include at least one jersey mock-up, of which I provided. No need to design the jersey. Use the brand colors though. No need to design the jersey. Just use the brand colors. And it's also say one classy. This is Ogoniland Cranes poster featuring various black football stars, which made me have this. This is a poster. This is Ogoniland Cranes. Yes. Then all promotional materials and mock-up should only feature black models, which is why I have a black model in my poster. So basically, that's all about the brief and all you need to know about the brief. I hope this helps. Should you have any question as regards this brief analysis, how I break down the brief, please let me know in the comment section. And if there's none, thank you very much as we wait for the next tutorial.